Appearing on MSNBC's Inside with Jen Psaki, the Prime Minister calls President-elect Donald Trump's musings of Canada becoming a 51st state a non-starter and a distraction.
People are now talking about that as opposed to talking about, for example, what the impact of 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum coming into the United States, on energy, whether it's oil and gas or electricity.
Trudeau revealed this idea of Canada as a 51st state first came up during his meeting last November at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.
We started musing back and forth about this, and when I started to suggest, well, maybe there could be a trade for Vermont or California for certain parts, he immediately decided that it was not that funny anymore, and we moved on to a different conversation.
Trudeau says his focus remains on Trump's threat to follow through with imposing 25% tariffs on imports from Canada when he takes office next week, which he maintains that Canada will have a robust response to as necessary.
You may remember when Donald Trump put tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, which did nothing but raise the cost of steel and aluminum for American consumers. We responded by putting tariffs on things like bourbon, Harley-Davidsons, orange juice, playing cards. It ended up causing a lot of loss in American businesses for whom Canada is their #1 export partner.
Meanwhile, as the leadership race to replace Prime Minister Justin Trudeau continues to heat up, we see more and more incumbents dropping out of the race. Robert Bothwell is a professor of history at the University of Toronto and says to win this race, Canadians want to see someone who's going to stand up to Donald Trump.
We can't forget the fact that this campaign is being held at a time when Trump is declaring economic war on Canada. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of them are going to be judged on how they respond to that.
MP Stephen McKinnon announced on social media that he will not be running, posting a statement that cites the lack of time doesn't allow him to mount the kind of campaign he would want to run. It comes one day after Transport Minister Anita Anand announced she will not run for Liberal leadership, nor will she seek re-election. Incumbents still in the race includes MPs Mark Carney, Chandra Arya, and Frank Baylis. Now, there's been a lot of speculation that former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney could possibly announce a bid for leadership sometime next week. The Liberal Party of Canada will select its next leader on March 9th. Rhianne Campbell, City News.